Welcome everybody, here we are for another standard event. We're going to run Squirming Emergence one more time. Came very close to getting some 5-0s last time. Let's get her done. Basically the deck looks the same as before. The only differences here are I'm up 1 Terror Tide and 1 Harvester of Misery. This is a nod to aggro being just everywhere right now, and not just like low to the ground aggro, but just aggressive mid-range decks as well. So both of these cards up a copy, and then we're going with 2 Lumra here instead of 1. I've been actually kind of impressed with Lumra because I discovered, without realizing, when I first played this card, I just thought, oh yeah, you know, it ramps you. That's another way to get these into play. Whether you cast Squirming Emergence on turn 4 to put in an Atraxa, or you Squirming Emergence for this and then turn 5 just hard cast Atraxa or Portal or one with the Multiverse, it's the same thing. You're basically cheating one of these into play on turn 5. And Lumra just makes that happen even though they have graveyard hate. And I realized, oh, as people were siding in Tranquil Frillback and Kutzel's Flanker and all these cards against me, Lumra didn't care about any of that stuff. If you play Lumra, they have to exile your graveyard. They crack their Soul Guide Lantern or whatever. And then she enters the battlefield, mills 4, ramps you a couple lands, and suddenly you're hard casting Atraxa, so it doesn't even matter. It kind of makes the opponent's graveyard hate irrelevant in a lot of matches, which is awesome. I've been very impressed with Lumra. So I'm gonna run 2 here. Everything else pretty much the same. We've got Tyrannex and Jace for control. You know, there's not a lot of control running around. I'm siding these in almost never in this deck. And I'm tempted to cut one of the Tyrannex. I don't know what else I would play though. Maybe like a Go for the Throat or something. Got a bunch of sweepers for aggro. A cut down or something. Lizards can be an annoying deck, but I'm not sure what you can really do. Like some life gain card. Anyway, I'll have to think about it, but for now I think I'm going to run it like this. So for those of you who are new to the deck, it's very straightforward. You're milling a bunch of cards to get Squirming Emergence to reanimate something huge. This can reanimate anything with converted mana cost equal, or what is it, mana value now they call it, with mana value equal to the number of permanents in your graveyard, equal to or less than. So you're just trying to mill a bunch of permanents. And you've got Bitter Triumphs to put your big things into the graveyard when you draw them, which is fantastic. And yeah, everything else just deck mills. You know, Founding of the Third Path, one of the most important cards, lets you not only mill, but it lets you cast another 2-mana spell for free, like the Picklock Prankster. It lets you flash back whatever's in the graveyard. So a lot of times people will duress you and take your Squirming Emergence, and then the Founding just goes to chapter 3 and you cast it out of the yard anyway and do the thing, right? Picklock finds the Squirming Emergence, so does Fallaji Archaeologist, while at the same time putting a ton of stuff in your yard. Wail of the Forgotten often gets to 3 and is insane. Cruelty of Gix is kind of weird here. It's another reanimation card, but it's also a way to get, you know, if you only have 5 permanents, you can Squirming back a Cruelty bring back Atraxa or whatever, Lumra. So Squirming bringing back any non-land permanent is very, very powerful. You've got one with the Multiverse and Portal to Phyrexia as well here, non-land, non-creature permanents you can slam into play. But oftentimes, you know, a lot of the wins come off Jace. Just playing a Jace, milling them, Jace goes to the yard, Squirming Emergence Jace, milling them, Jace goes to the yard, Founding, flashback Squirming, or, you know, another Squirming, and that's it, they die. So yeah, that's the deck. We're going to run it through a 5-match set, and I will see you in round 1. Welcome everybody, here we are for round number 1. Can't keep that. The basic forest. I can keep this in the dark. Atraxa can go to the bottom. This is fine. Jace can self-mill and draw. I have double black already for Terror Tide. I've got Harvester to eat an early thing, so good. Good interaction and good mid game here to power up our late game, which, you know, we dump this, but it's, or we put this on the bottom, but it's fine. We'll hit another huge thing, I'm sure, by the time we get to turn 3 or 4. Opponents in the tank. Yeah, it's a very interesting deck. And again, like a lot of combo decks, you're trying to nail, like we were just talking before I got to round 1 here, talking about what makes sense in the deck and what, you know, the numbers should be. Like, how many big things should you play to ramp into in a deck like this? And every Reanimator deck is going to be slightly different when it comes to these numbers. That's what's so hard. You can't just look at other Reanimator decks and go, oh, that Reanimator deck played this, so, you know, they played 9 big things to ramp into. That's what we should play. It's like, no. They are a totally different kind of deck here. Like, This is like an Abzan Greasefang kind of like we're volume milling ourselves. Like we're milling ourselves in large quantities to get to the reanimation thing. We're not just trying to entomb one card and reanimate like a legacy deck would or some other, you know. Sure. Ooh, Darkslick. So a couple of things I can do here. I really do need to kill Gev. So I'm very tempted to Fabled Passage. Jace is not doing anything because minusing either of these doesn't really matter. Both of them are still going to trigger and hurt me. So I think I'm actually going to go... but I want a Terror Tide next turn, right? Damn it. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to just waste the mana here, basically. But I think I'm going to Harvester Gev? Oh, this is actually tough. Wait, let me think about this. Maybe I do play Jace here. Okay, let's just run Jace. It sucks. Like, I'm not going to pay 2 life to target Gev here, but I'm going to plus and hope that Jace can buy us a little bit of time. Like, they might have to attack Jace here. I Terror Tide. If I can Terror Tide on... Well, no, I'm going to have to put a land in the yard, right? So Terror Tide's going to be 4. It's going to kill my Archaeologist here. But hopefully they overextend into this. A lot of decks don't see Terror Tide coming when I do this kind of thing. And I mill Atraxa, and they're like, oh boy, it's a Reanimator deck. Like, a lot of decks aren't going to assume that I have a sweeper in the main here. Which is why Terror Tide's so good. It's also, you know, I've talked about it before, but the minus is, you know, gets around indestructible. It doesn't care about death triggers, like, you know, the cards that die and deal damage equal to their power, like that mouse that's seeing a lot of play. There are cases where it's very good. Like, I've had spots where my opponent had a couple of those mice that were huge and 5/5s, and you know, any other removal spell, I would be dead to those death triggers, but it didn't matter. Yeah, so this is a disgusting Terror Tide for 4. They even have the Jasper Flint here, so we get a nice clean 4 for 1, which is pretty nasty. I could get the white source. I think I should just get another green in case I hit Lumra. Oop. And let's mill ourselves here. They're not going to have any hasty boys. There's some more permanents in the yard. Yeah, hey Orange, how you doing? Ultra, what's up? This is optimal turn 4. Yeah, perfect turn 4 there. I mean, they overextended. They even had the counter on Laughing Jasper Flint, but we had the Fabled Passage to give us 4 permanents. Yeah, this doesn't matter. We've got 2 removal spells in hand, so the bat's not going to live. And this is how you crush aggro, right? Like, any sweeper is just going to crush them. If you're playing a Jeskai control deck, like we've featured recently on this channel, you've got things like Temporary Lockdown, and they have to pray that they have something like a Bat, or that 3-drop with Menace that thought seizes you, or whatever. If they don't have that to clear the way, or if you have multiple sweepers, it's so hard. It's such a difficult dance to do with the aggro. You've got to like if you overextend just 1 card or 2 cards too many, that's it. You can't recover from that sweeper. But if you don't put enough pressure on your opponent, you give them too much time to stabilize. It's like, how hard do I go here? You know, if you're the aggro deck, it's very tricky. And it's something I don't particularly enjoy. So, I don't play aggro very much. Let's get this portal in the yard. Bitter Triumph is the best Doomblade in the standard right now. Kill you. Should I just mill myself, draw? Nah. They don't even have a creature land there. Let's keep Jace around a little bit longer. In this deck, don't be... Sorry, I got a hangnail here. It's bothering me. In this deck, don't be scared to minus Jace all the way down to 0 and target yourself and just super mill yourself. Totally fine. I think we're just gonna do this, play this, and I've got Cruelty next turn, bring back Atraxa, GG. They have 1 draw here. That's probably not gonna cut it. Nice, ping. Get that ping anyway, huh? Pump it up. Nice. Look at that. Scoop. No, I don't want your graveyard. Let's go Picklock. Should I take 1 with the Multiverse? Nah. Okay. Jace -3, or should I just shrink one of these dorks? I kind of want to minus Jace here. How much? I have 13 in the yard. Let's grab white so we can cast Atraxa here if I draw an untapped land or draw an Atraxa. Am I... whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's just plus Jace. They're dead. Like, this game's over. There's no single card in their deck that can kill Atraxa here. I mean, well, they have... No, they do play 1 or 2 Go for the Throats, actually. I shouldn't say that. But, they might be able to kill Atraxa, but... okay. Ooh, there's Go for the Throat. That's okay. We can bring back Atraxa next turn. Did I mill a Squirming? Oh, I didn't mill a Squirming. Never mind. Might have to Jace minus here, but you got me. Hmm. 14 in the yard. So why don't we go this into Fairy. Mill some cards. That's 18 in the yard. 17? Oh, because I pulled out a Prankster. Now let's just draw 3 cards. Yeah, that's pretty good. Terrortide. You're up. Are we done here? Come on, scoop it up. Let's go to game 2. You gotta beat me by now, otherwise, okay, they want to play it out. You can mill 4. My graveyard's already stacked. Could play... Just put the Atraxa back into play here. Okay. I don't really want to Jace minus. I don't need to. All right. Okay, so that's game 1. Lizards is annoying. They are very aggressive and they have disruption because they've got Thoughtseize effects. So not an easy deck to beat, especially when they're on the play. Tidebinder, how good is Tidebinder against them? I think it could be okay. Just a blocker and shutting off one of those stupid activated abilities is very good. I could take out like one with the Multiverse. Cruelty comes out. Wail is not amazing here either. Like bouncing one of their cheap things doesn't matter. It is a mill card though. I might need to keep it. I usually just cut like a 1 with the Multiverse here. Any of these other threats should be big enough that it takes over the game, right? I do like Tidebinder. I want to find room for Tidebinder. I don't know why. Like, they can't duress it out of our hand. I can come down and stop one of their, you know, Thoughtseizes or something else. I'm going to cut a Wail, and I'm going to try a Tidebinder here. Let's see how that goes. There we go. Corey, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, we're recording for YouTube right now, so sorry if I'm not catching up all the messages here. I'll catch up with you guys when I'm done, but do what the people want to take their Laughing Jasper Flint out of the graveyard. There you go. A Lizard, Ultra Orc. If I wanted to play Lizards, I would be playing Rakdos. Hey, Baru, what's up? Pull the hangnail? Never, never, never. Sometimes I'll bite them, but yeah. I'm doing good, Corey. Hopefully you're well as well. Screw me with that new Duskmourn Miller is going to be rough. Yeah, I've got early access to the Duskmourn, early access event. I got in, so we'll be doing an 18 or 24 hour stream when that set drops. Make sure you guys tune in. We're going to be doing a lot of that set. I'm going to show you as much as you can get, as much as you can handle of Duskmourn. Daryl, how you doing? Pick the ones that have skulls. Goonies forever. Goonies forever. Lucky, lucky. Turn 1 duress. Let's see if they know what to take here. It's Founding. You take Founding. But they might take Malicious Eclipse because they're scared. Yeah, it's Founding. Are you watching my stream, Chill Mom? Oh, you fucked up. You take Founding because Founding can flash back the other spells. So you shouldn't take another spell there. Plus, Founding into Prankster on 2 is going to set up a very quick... Like, this could be a turn 3 Atraxa unless they have another piece of disruption. Oh. What does this do? Right. Okay. Another Founding, not what I want. Now I need to find a land, please. Let's see if we jam one here. There's a Terror Tide. Only 1 land off the top. Yikes. I'll take another Terror Tide here? I don't know. I could take another Fairy, but I need to find a land. We're going to be turbo milling here. We only have 3 permanents in the yard because of that Terror Tide, and they took our Squirming. Okay, take some damage. Can't Malicious Eclipse the Rot Collar. That's obnoxious. But Founding mills us for 4. If I draw an untapped green source, oh boy, can we draw an Atraxa on turn 3? There it is. 4 permanents. That's a turn 3 Atraxa, baby. That's how you do it. I could jam Harvester here, actually, and wipe that Fireglass, but this seems better. I would like to make a land drop next turn, so I'm sure they have a... Ooh, that's tempting. That's interesting. So next turn... No, I'm gonna have untapped land next turn, so I'll be able to sweep with Terror Tide. What am I gonna take here? This is actually close. I think I am gonna take Archaeologist, as crazy as that sounds. And then I guess I'll take another Squirming? Okay. You're up. So let's see. I'm sure they have a go for the throat for this. That's fine. But now we get to make our land drops. Do it again next turn. Yeah, because Atraxa will go to the yard. Yeah, so again, the fact that they can kill this won't matter because I can just do it again next turn, right? So, Founding. Turn 3 Atraxa, turn 4 Atraxa. Probably too much for lizards to handle, but maybe they have a bunch of go for the throats in hand. They continue to attack me here. Sure. Fire Glass. Maybe I just sweep. I should probably just sweep this turn, hey? Instead of... Yeah, let's just do that. I still have to exile a Squirming from my yard, but... Did they not... Oh, they couldn't play Fire Glass because they didn't have a black up. Oh, okay. I'm just going to jam this again. They only have 1 black mana here. Atraxa? Oh, you thought she was dead? No, no. She doesn't die, okay? Don't be ridiculous. I'll take Lumber instead here. Actually, yeah, I have Lumber in hand. Take another Squirming. I'm gonna play Fabled this turn. I guess I'll just take the untapped land here. So we have basic forest. Let's get another swamp. Now we can cast our double black spells. And let's discard some big stuff. Atraxa, Lumra, and Malicious Eclipse. I don't think I need the Eclipse anymore. Okay. Another go for the throat. Okay. Take some damage. I think we're sweeping this turn. Pretty lucky. They had their 2 removal spells. I don't think they play too many of those, but had both of them. But again, the advantage you're getting from Atraxa, I think, is a little too much for them to stop. -11. Okay. They have Rock Face. Yeah. Yeah. Keep going. Maybe they dump more creatures here and I get to Terror Tide again and then Fallaji? We'll see. Something like that. Depends what I draw here. I could also Prankster out of the yard, but I think Fallaji's probably good here. I think my opponent's going to have to get very lucky off the top here to kill us, but we'll see. I'm getting a little low. I mean, it might be time to just put another Atraxa into play, right? I'm at 6. Or like a Harvester sweep their board. I kind of like that. Let's just go Harvester for now. And then maybe I go Founding. Let's just put Atraxa in too. Screw it. When you have it all, just jam it. It's fine. It's totally fine. Okay. I can discard Fallaji. Okay, they top deck. GG. That's round 1. Squirming Emergence against aggro. They had a decent draw, but I mean, I went turn 3 Atraxa, turn 4 Atraxa, turn 5 sweep, turn 6 sweep plus Atraxa. And that was too much for them. Hopefully round 2 goes the same way. I will see you there. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for round number 2 with Squirming Emergence. That's that's what you have to do every time you go off. You squirm. I'm gonna keep this. It's a little risky, but it's a potential turn 3 Atraxa again here. Let's lead with green on 1, because now I've got black and blue. So I do have the mana now, so I will be able to cast Squirming Emergence on 3. If I go Founding into Picklock on 2, then untap mill 4 with Founding, and I hit the right sequence of cards here, I just need to either pick up a Squirming off the Picklock. Lizards again? Come on, people. I'm trying to make content here. This is boring. Sheep all following each other. One Lizards deck did well, so now everybody, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Rah! Clouds! Why is nobody playing this sweet deck? Crazy. Yeah. Enjoy your Lizards while they last. They will be rotating out of Standard very soon. By rotating, I mean a few sets from now, they won't be playable anymore. They're not going to get... well, who knows? But I don't think Lizards are going to get a big hand from a lot of sets coming up. Mill 4! There's a Squirming. Oh boy, that's a Squirming for 8. I just need to put a Atraxa in the yard. I have it in my hand. So how do I do this? Very interesting. If I go Founding into Bitter Triumph here, then they might take... No, they can't actually stop me, can they? They can't do shit. They can't actually stop me here. It's pretty funny. I think I'm gonna go... Yeah, I'm just gonna go Founding into Bitter Triumph. I think that's better. They're not gonna have Graveyard Hate in the main, so let's just pop this idiot. Ditch Atraxa. Pass. And now we've got Squirming Emergence. So turn 4 Atraxa should be pretty tough for them to beat. They can go for the Throat It, but as soon as we refill our hand and then cast Squirming Emergence again next turn, turn 5, then that's probably going to be enough. They may agree with me here. Let's see. See if they can read the writing on the wall. No more coffee. Crime. It's a criminal. He's laughing at me. What are you laughing at? What? What's so funny? Mill. Squirming. Me. Oh, is that a portal? Never mind. We just milled a portal. I thought Atraxa was good. Turns out 9-drop on turn 4, even better than 7-drop on turn 4. Who knew? Go. I don't think they can get an artifact off the battlefield, which means now Atraxa's coming back every single turn. Now, where's Orc? Is Ultra Orc in here? Oh, I was going to say, I'll take their Jasper for you. I'll take Laughing Jasper Flint first just to laugh at them. But then they scooped on 20 life. Okay, Terror Tide, Malicious Eclipse, Tidebinder. I'm still going to try Tidebinder. So, Cruelty and Jace coming out, of course. Very slow cards. I think I'm going to cut one Wail and the one with the Multiverse here. They could bring in some Graveyard Hate. Sometimes these decks play 1 or 2 Soul Guide Lantern, but again, there's so many easy ways. I just have to sweep. As long as Terror Tide can be a sweeper. So if they exile my graveyard before I Wrath, that's bad, but... The thing is, we put Atraxa into play on turn 4 or turn 3 so often that they need Soul Guide in their opening hand. If they draw a Soul Guide on turn 5 or 6, it's probably too late by then, right? We'll see. That's what's nice about playing a deck like this. Somebody brings in 2 pieces of Graveyard Hate in their 60-card deck. They have to pray that they have it in their opener, or they're just like risking just losing on turn 4, right? This is not a good hand. Very slow hand. I mean, this digs us for something. Dig for a Wrath, dig for a Malicious Affliction. I have double black. I'm on the draw. Ugh, this is slow. This is very slow. I'm very tempted to mulligan this. I think I'm going to mulligan this. Okay. Yikes. Double Fabled Passage. This is going to be interesting. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great. I mean, it'll power up the Terror Tide here. Okay. So let's go black first, I guess. That doesn't really matter. And then Next turn, I've got a tapped land. If I draw an untapped land, that'll be incredible. I can go Founding into Wail, or Founding into Bitter Triumph here, but let's see what they've got. Sure. So, they're on the play this game. They get to curve out here. Sure, why not? So they're putting all their eggs in one basket, hoping I don't have a turn 3 sweeper here, but yeah, had to mulligan and keep a slow hand, so draws have been not good so far. Not gonna be good enough here, I think. I needed to find an untapped land already, or any land would have been great, but a little too late for that now, I think. Lando. Oh, they're hoping they can get my sweeper here. I was gonna say, I wouldn't be playing anything else to the board if I were them, but I guess a discard spell is... Ugh, I still wouldn't do it, I think. You're praying that... They are... By doing this, they're just praying that I don't have a third land and 2 sweepers. If I have 2 sweepers here, 3 mana sweepers, then they're really fucked, right? But... Oh, they end up getting there. Did they take... Oh yeah, they took my Bitter Triumph. Sure, sure. I'm gonna Wail here. I'm gonna look at the top 3, put a land in my hand to cast Terror Tide, and see if I die this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I could die. 9, getting close. Am I not dead this turn? Wow, am I gonna survive this? Surely not. Play more stuff. Might as well, right? Sure. Could have saved that land, buddy. I'll mill 4. Okay, well, we leave them with 2 cards. I can obviously Squirming back Atraxa here or something, so they have 1 chance to kill me here. Let's see if they can do it. I don't think they have anything with haste, but is there something? Oh, they could have another Vine Lasher and land, I guess, to kill me. Dear Lord, are they not going to be able to kill me here? This sucks. I have no Squirming in the yard, so I'm just going to lose like Malicious Eclipse and not cast it here. And let's just go Squirming Atraxa. Oh, I took it. What? My only green source! My only green source was Llanowar Wastes. Whoops. I guess there's no way I can win then, right? I can't cast a green spell there, so I'm going to lose no matter what. Derp. I can't find a land with fairy, so I don't think I'm going to win that one. Derp. Still derp. Let's run it back. You looked up the scene with all the painted storm. Yeah, it's great, Stin. Yeah, so like things like that. I mean, that's what Star Wars was really, that's what they did really well, was practical effects, right? The movie was mediocre. I'm triggering all you Star Wars fans, but like the writing, the acting, like none of it was that great. But the special effects, the practical effects back then, and the models were so detailed. Like we hadn't seen a movie that like took itself seriously. But before then, it was just silly, like Martians, we're fighting like Buck Rogers goofy nonsense, right? Like Star Wars was legit really sweet for that kind of stuff, but that all got subsumed by CG stuff in the the prequels and everything else that came after. But sure, keep this. I should get another black source here. I don't know, this is weird. I obviously want to get a green, but I think I'm gonna get a second black for now. We'll find a green. Yeah, just unlucky. We went to 1 life and then I'm dead. If I can't use my green mana, then I'm not gonna survive, because I wouldn't be able to do anything that turn except Bitter Triumph and Pray. Probably not good enough. Let's kill this now so they don't get the ping. That way it turns off their next thing, and all their things depend on me taking damage, right? So, kill that immediately. Take my Eclipse? Sure. Can I draw land? 44% Tata land here. Should be able to hit something, right? Also could use another mill card here. No land. Okay. Well, we might lose this one to Mana Screw. We'll see. I think it's still a keep. I don't think I mulligan this with Harvester in hand, and I just need to find... Yeah, and Malicious Eclipse. I mean, obviously they took our Eclipse, but I think I still keep that. I don't know, going to 6 there doesn't seem amazing. Still, the 3rd land good, 4th land better. They know we have Terror Tide, so they're trying to get in as much damage as possible, of course. And there goes a go for the throat. Give. Sure. Land for the win. Do. Do. Okay. So I'm gonna actually pass here. I think I'm going to end step kill the bat because if I kill it now, I won't be able to Malicious Eclipse, and then if they play another bat, then they get it back. But I guess if they play another bat, I have to, like, it's the same thing, actually, right? Because they're going to just take my Harvester at that point. They might take my Terratide, who knows at that point, but sure. This random little dork being a 2/3 is annoying, but, oh, okay. So now I actually need to find a land, I think. I'm at 5, yeah, so I just need to find an actual land here. I'm still going to do this. I want to put this guy in the graveyard anyway, but I guess I should have killed, like, the 2/1 or something. Land. Tap land. GG. Well, that's round 3. Round 2? Round 2. We're 1-1. That's unlucky. I will see you in the next one. Welcome back, everybody. Nope. Oh, okay, Silva, what's up? 5 gifted subs? You gotta be kidding me. The gifts. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Damn. Jump. Vimian. J-Locks. Lance Isaac. Proper job. All of them getting subs. Subs. Thank you, Silva. Silva making it rain. Hold on. Let me do this for YouTube. Welcome, everybody. We are 2-1 here. We win the die roll. Yeah, sure. I'll keep this. Keeping risky 2 land hands here, but Wail of the Forgotten will find us a 3rd land at least. This is another reason why I like playing 3 Wail. I was playing 3 Wail before, and the deck just felt more consistent, obviously. Maybe I should be playing a Wail over the 3rd Archaeologist or whatever. Or, yeah, Fallaji Archaeologist. I always go back and forth. Like, the bad thing about Wail is it's not a permanent, right? But, yeah. Oh, God. A white land? Are you kidding? I found a white land here. Maybe I should just take another Wail. Well, that's the worst land in our deck we could possibly find. The other thing was, yeah, when I first played this deck, I wasn't playing a basic Plains. And I don't know, I feel like it's been better. It's good. It's still, I still want to play it. Sure. Let's pass. Gonna kill Fairy Mastermind on end step here, I imagine. Or Malcolm. Whatever goofy 2-drop they want to play. Put a Drax in the yard. Okay. I mean, I'm playing a pretty ridiculous deck here, Silva. This deck is a weird combo deck that's not very commonly played. So don't feel lost. Most of Standard doesn't look like what I'm doing here. But this should look pretty familiar. Dimir Tempo's been around for a long time. It's kind of disappeared after rotation, though. This deck just is not good enough against the mid-range decks, or I don't know why people aren't playing it. Maybe, I think a lot of it is also people are just sick of playing these archetypes. But then as soon as the RCQ season comes back and the pros go, okay, what are the best decks? You're going to see stuff like this probably come back. It's still a good deck. But, I don't know. If it doesn't have a great game against mid-range, right now, mid-range is dominating Standard again. All the Caretaker's Talent decks and the, what is it, Innkeeper's Talent, stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of green mid-range. There's a lot of white mid-range running around, whether it's mono-white or white-black or white-red or, you know, white-red and Jeskai tend to go a little bit more controlling, but neither of them are, like, hard control decks playing, like, 8 counter spells and, you know, that's it. Like, the Jeskai version's only playing 2 main deck counter spells, right? So it's a lot of mid-range in Standard, which makes me think tempo decks probably are in a very bad spot. You're also not very good against the really low-to-the-ground aggro decks like Mono Red and stuff, right? They want more bats? Sure. There's nothing to bring back here. No, yeah, if I had a Founding, I would, but... sure, let's go 1 here. And then next turn I'm going to mill myself, and I can potentially Squirming Emergence something if I mill well here. And they know that, so I assume they're going to bat me and take Squirming here, which is also fine, because we can maybe flash back a Bitter Triumph out of the yard and kill one of these bats, get our Squirming back. Don't really have much choice, do you? Yeah, you have to take this before I go way over the top of you. But we'll get that back soon enough, I think. Do I have a... man, Harvester's so nice here. If I could get that Harvester back into play. Oh, that was an ugly draw. Okay, mill 4. Mill something good. Even if we don't, we have a Bitter Triumph already in the yard. I can just point it at the bat and get my Squirming back here. Nope, nothing special there. Pass. Yeah, I mean, it's like Legacy Jub, right? Like, there's a reason they just banned Grief in Legacy. Grief was dominating that entire format. Sure. Bitter Triumph. What say thee? They've got a counterspell, they just don't know when to use it, I think. Or maybe it's a Tidebinder? Could be a Tidebinder here. Yeah, we'll discard Atraxa, I guess. Could discard the portal, but... no counterspell. Okay. Oh, and it tapped my... Yeah, never mind. The auto-tapper just fucked me. I don't know what it is about the auto-tapper. I think the way they programmed the game, they literally put it in Wooburg order. White, blue, black, green, red, black, red, green. And the game tends to prioritize leaving up the 1 white mana over all my other colors, even though it's the least played color in my deck. I don't understand. None of my spells are white except Atraxa, which I almost never have in my hand, but it always wants to leave up plains as my last land. I don't understand. Even if I have 3 other basics in play. It's very strange, but... Anyway, the auto-tapper boning us again. Welcome to Arena. Wow. Oh, am I dead? Oh, okay. They were just praying I don't have a last removal spell here. Ooh, Xaxes. Very lucky. Okay. Not much I can do about that. I was 1 turn away from going off there, I think. Or very close to going off, but they had 2 bats and exactly enough damage. Little unlucky. No Terror Tides or anything. Couldn't flash back the Harvester there. Jace can go. Cruelty can go. And Malicious Eclipse is good. Terror Tide is probably good here. Blue-black has no way to interact with our graveyard. They're going to have to play like Soul Guide Lantern, but every list of Dimir I've seen doesn't even have graveyard removal. They're probably just going to be all in on just praying they can kill me before I go off, right? Like most decks. So should I bring in Terror Tide here? Yeah, I don't love Archaeologist. Let's bring in Terror Tide. Alright. Yeah, Frog could have been banned. I mean, Frog is very similar to... what is the other guy called who's banned? The red 2-drop. Who flashes cards back. That guy's very good as well, and it's similar to that, right? So, yeah. Oh, no, I'm not talking about that orange. I'm talking about having 3 different colors of basic land. Like, I have a forest, a swamp, and a plains, and I tap my mana, and it leaves up plains and something. Or if I tap everything but 1 land, it'll leave up the basic plains over every other land. It's bizarre. Yeah, I know, the Pain lands, Cycle lands, it doesn't know what to do with most lands. It doesn't know what to do with a Mirex. If you have any utility lands, it'll leave that one up to the very end. Or Sunken Citadel, which makes no sense. Just leave that to be the last land up as if it's like a soul land or something. But even with just basics, it'll leave up basic plains in this deck, even if I have multiple other basics, which doesn't make any sense. But I've seen it happen many, many times. If you've watched my stream, you've seen it happen many, many times, I think. Like, Fallaji sucks here because the milling is fine, I guess, but it's worse than a flying blocker that mills. Like, not flying means it's essentially useless in comp. If there's on the board, it does nothing. It actually has no serves no purpose. Maybe it chumps a Gix 1 turn, but if they're playing a bunch of flyers, those are the things that are drawing me cards, not Gix, right? This is tough. I think I might put Eclipse on the bottom, actually. Okie dokie. Hello? Wow, had to click that 3 times before it popped up there. Okay. Swamp. Hey, Mike, how you doing, buddy? Happy Friday. Hopefully everybody doing well in the chat. Yeah, the auto tapper's just a gigantic mess, right? It's annoying. People are like, well, just tap yourself then. What's your problem? What do you tell people like that? Do you play this game at all? Like, can you take 3 hours to play 1 game just calmly clicking on everything? Do you know why we have keyboard shortcuts in any like in all walks of life, in all forms of gaming and computers, word processing, you name it, internet, web design, everything. Keyboard shortcuts. Shortcuts are good. They are efficient. They save time. The auto tapper is a good idea. But the problem is you can rely on it only 75% of the time. And so you get used to relying on it 100% of the time, then it bites you in the ass and you're like, oh, right. I have to be careful about this with this thing. I could Founding here. I think they're going to have a counter spell. This is interesting. I think I'm still casting Founding, actually. I want them to counter this instead of playing a 2-drop. If they put a flash 2-drop flyer in and then untap into Gix, that's worse for us than just going Founding, Picklock, or whatever. Founding, they counter it. Yeah. Mill some cards. See what we can find. It's a turn 4 Atraxa if I can find a Squirming here. I'm going to mill 4 next turn. There's the 2-drop fairy. And this is going to be a Gix. No Gix. Like I said, Archaeologist doesn't do anything in this match, right? That's why I cut one of them. But what else? No Gix. Oh, bonus. I think maybe they're scared of. They're looking at my graveyard. They know if I have a Squirming Emergence, I can bring back Atraxa, and they're gonna lose. So they're leaving up all their mana, which telegraphs a counter spell, right? I know they have Negate here or something. Nobody's playing Make Disappear anymore, but maybe they have. Yeah, there's Squirming Emergence in my yard now. Maybe they have Phantom Interference. We'll see. I could get a second green here, I suppose. Sure. Okay, so I can play Picklock, leave up Triumph Picklock. I kind of like that. And pass. Leave up your counterspell for the rest of the game, if you like. They know next turn I'm going to be going for Founding, so I don't know what they can... what? Wow. Weird? Why? Why would they flash that in on end step? They want to put pressure on me? I'm confused. I'm very confused. My Malicious Eclipse is also wiping one side of the board here, not my side, so... I could Prankster. Oh, no, they can't take Prankster here. What am I saying? Yeah, take my Malicious Eclipse. That's fine. The rest no good here, bud. You need a card counter for my... They need a hard counter for my Squirming next turn, so they're not going to play anything else this turn. And then on end step, I get to Picklock and maybe... Okay. Sure. I could Malicious Eclipse... Oh, whoops, did I forget to Prankster there? Yeah, I did. Let's see here. Do I want to go for this? I could just leave it in my yard. I know they have a counter spell here. I'm going to do this. Counter that. I forgot to Picklock on end step. That was dumb. There it is. Okay. Whoops, my bad. So we'll find another Squirming, hopefully, and another land, and then we can just bring back Atraxa off that next turn. They need a run of counter magic here to stop us, right? If I don't find a land, maybe I'll Malicious Eclipse. I'm probably gonna Eclipse no matter what here, actually. I should have cycled that Picklock already. That was dumb, but... Oop, Suicide Attack. Oh, just the one dude? Sure. 2 cards left. One of them better be a counter spell. My opponent's thoughts and prayers over here. Yeah, they could play Urtai, so I'm definitely going to do this now. Sure. taking a little damage here. But Malicious Eclipse looking pretty good. They only have 1 card left. Sure. Should have done this already. It's kind of annoying, but 1 card left. I can play around Phantom Interference, so it has to be a negate. If I find a Squirming, I don't know how they win. No Squirmings? Darn. Alright. Eclipse. Could have played another land here, but I can already play around Phantom Interference, right? Show me negate. Oh, very lucky. So last card negate. And we've got Prankster, and they've got a Prey now. They can fire up the Reef, but that's not enough damage, so they have to pray that I miss here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, they're praying here. They're just all in, hoping this is enough. Man, are they lucky? They had that last negate. That was very lucky. 9, I eat 1. Block. 3, 5, 7. Yeah. I think I should... Oh man, that's tough. Are both Eclipses gone? Yeah, they're both gone now, right? So I won't be able to draw another Eclipse here. I don't know what I should do. If I should just save as much life as possible? Yeah, that's not good enough, right? Unlucky. Okay, well, that's the match. That was an unlucky match. They got me basically Xaxes 2 games in a row there. That's exactly 4 damage, so unlucky. We're 1 and 2. I'll see you in the next round. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for the next round. We are 1 and 2. Not really going our way today, unfortunately, but that's magic. Okay. Deck is still awesome. Deck seems unbeatable with the right draw, but if opponents have perfect draws, well, that's magic, right? Whoever draws better is going to win. Whoever draws worse is going to lose. So, had some bad luck, had some mana screws, some mana flood, had opponents, you know, drawing perfects, that all that kind of stuff. When we draw perfect and our opponents draw perfect, in that situation, I think we win most games. When our opponents draw perfect and we draw mediocre, it's very close. It's like they have to just squeak over the finish line or we win. It's like a coin flip, right? And then when our opponents draw perfect and we draw badly, they beat us. So in those 3 situations, I feel like 2 out of 3 are very good. One of them is very favorable, one of them is very close, and the inevitability is on our side. Like the opponents are the ones who have to actually interact and do something. This is interesting. What am I playing against? This is Domain, right? Should I just find another land here with Wail, or should I go Picklock? I think I want to find another land for next turn, I think. Yeah, there's Squirming Emergence. Perfect. A Founding will bring that back. Could have Picklocked it into my hand had I played that, but that's fine. Find another one. 2 Terratides in the opening hand against Domain is pretty shitty, but there's no way we'd... Like, you know, I played against Lizards, Blue-Black Tempo here, so... The odds that we're going to play against another aggro deck are pretty good. What the hell are they doing? Portent of Calamity. Holy shnikes. People are cooking. People are cooking. I'm in the 1-2 bracket. That's what's happening here, I think. Sure. We're both doing Atraxa things, but mine come into play on turn 3. You're never ramping into an Atraxa on turn 3 or 4, I think, in that deck. But here we are. Probably just going to go double Prankster here and dig real deep. Could be to Triumph my own creature just to put Atraxa in the yard, but I think, yeah, I already have Lumra in the yard. Invasion! That doesn't matter. You're still too slow. I'm going to have an Atraxa this turn, I think. Maybe. We'll see what we mill here. Fairies. There's a Squirming. Sure. A Virtue of Persistence. One with the Multiverse is pretty nice, I heard. I could just Lumra here, ramp as well, but one with the Multiverse is ridiculous, right? Oh, Fabled on top. Atraxa. Let's go Founding into Wail, into Picklock. Mill that land off the top. The Bitter Triumph in our hand. Okay. I don't need to discard this. Let's discard this. And maybe one Bitter Triumph. Oh, I just have to discard one card. Never mind. Yeah, Portal I can just play for free next turn, so. Do you have an Atraxa too? No, you have to kill mine now. You can't even cast yours. Are they playing Mirex? What? Oh, Doppelgang? Sure. Double one with the what's better than one with the multiverse? Two. These are tokens, so I'm gonna bounce these, I think. Amazing. Doppelgang. Bringer of what? Of the last gift. Holy shit. My opponent's cooking. Cityscape Leveler. What the fuck? Okay. I can bring that back too, but I do need to exile this stuff is the problem. Virtue. Nice. You can mill 4. I might just deck them with Jace here, actually, at this point. Okay, so let's go. I think I have a basic still. Let's get this into the yard. Okay, so how do I do this? So many options here. Just Bitter Triumph the Leveler. Put the Portal in the yard. I can Bitter Triumph. I can bounce the Atraxa, Bitter Triumph the Leveler. Next turn we're gonna Squirming out of the yard, right? How many cards? I have 24. We didn't mill Jace yet. Let's start with this. I think we're gonna ditch the Portal here. I guess I can just hard cast Portal, right? It always wants to leave up my white mana. Look at this. It's gonna leave up green, black, white. Makes no sense. I don't know why. It always wants to leave up the white mana. It makes no sense. I'm not gonna ditch Portal because I'm gonna cast it for free, right? So let's go to combat, punch them in the face. What does Bringer even do? Sack creatures. All creature cards from their graveyard that weren't put there this way to the battlefield. Oh. I think that's fine. We have Bitter Triumph. Let's pass the turn. So I assume that's what they're gonna do, right? Cast the Bringer here or whatever, but Lumra, sure. They're at 32. I think I'm gonna deck them with Jace here. They don't realize that none of this matters, I think. It all comes down to either decking or can they kill me before I deck them. We'll see. They're 2 Jace triggers away from getting decked here. So what should I bring? Bring back one with the Multiverse? I guess so. I have Terratide in hand. Probably just one with the Multiverse here, right? Come on, keep going. You can do better than that. Deadly Cover-Up? Why not? The Binder deck. Phyrexia Bush Gorger. Way too many big things in this deck, dude. And Portent of Calamity. And Doppelgang. Playing big creature threats on the top end and big expensive spells. And just praying you can ramp fast enough for them to be good. It's interesting. Anyway, yeah, this guy's cool. He does stuff with words on it. Then each player... So if I kill my own Atraxa now, I just get it back? Is that right? I don't know. I think I'm reading that correctly. No? I don't know. We'll find out. Yes? No? Chat has no clue. Okay. I don't know. I think the way I'm reading this... yeah, okay. Sure. I get double Atraxa triggers. I -2 their team? That doesn't really do anything. I mill 3 cards. No Jace? Oh. Well, if I find a Jace, I win here. I've got Squirming in hand. Uh-huh. Triggers. Jace? No Jace. I'll take Triumph and Atraxa, I guess. Sure. Jace? Any Jaces? I have a Jace in the bottom 15 cards. I think if I had found it by now, this game would be over, but... oh. Choose up to 4. Jace? Hey, how you doing, buddy? GG! You have to kill me this turn. Can you give all your creatures haste? No? I don't think they can. Or exile my grave. Actually, that won't even matter, right? Exiling my graveyard. Did they cast another Doppelgang? Keep going. They could deadly cover up, strip my Jace, I guess? No. It has to be in my graveyard. Exile a card from an opponent's graveyard. Yeah, as long as Jace is in my hand, they can't do anything to me here. They lose. Yeah, they're tapped out now. They can still cast free spells, so they can still play stuff, but it's either... they should have maybe... I don't know, I guess they don't have duress effects. They needed to take the Jace out of my hand, I think. Or if they have their own Jace, I guess I get decked here. Who knows? They have all kinds of weird nonsense in their deck. Could be a Jace in there hiding somewhere. Why am I drawing 2 cards? What did they take? Squirming Emergence? Sure. Sure. Well, that's not bad. People who think stripping decks of things are going to win them the game. Silly. I could bounce the... oh no, I don't have a Wail anymore, right? If they draw too many cards here, I can kill them with 1 Jace. They know I have Jace too. This seems crazy to me, but I don't know what they're thinking here. 2 more cards. I don't know. I'd love to bounce my own Founding here, but I don't think I can do that. So, let's see. Wail, I don't want. I can't. I'm trying to. Well, actually, no. Oh, but see, I need Jace in play. Like, if Jace is in play and then I bounce back Wail, I can. Or, sorry, I play Wail, I can bounce Jace again, right? Yeah. So, what do I have? I have 10 cards. What do I have to actually pick up Jace? Oh, I have a Founding to mill them for 4. Yeah, that's lethal. So let's go Jace. Jace resolves. See if they have Tidebinder. I have Terror Tide to sweep. All I need to do is keep them off my back. 6 cards. I need to find the Founding to mill them for the last 4 here, I guess. And that's all that matters, right? Okay, see if they can kill me before I Founding. So they get to play Cityscape. Cityscape has haste, but I have 26 life. I don't know. Let's see if they can kill me here. I'm not sure. Their deck is a pile, yeah. But I mean, a lot of players don't, like, they don't know what makes a good deck good or a bad deck bad. They don't see this as a pile. They just see it as a bunch of powerful cards. Look how many powerful things I'm playing, you know? They have no concept of mana curve or, you know, you're way too top heavy or there's way better things to play than Bringer of the Last Dawn or Portent or whatever this goofy shit is. You know, Bringer of the Last Gift. Like, oh, they copied my one with the multiverse. They're also playing their own one with the multiverse. Like, you just don't. And Cityscape, and, you know, like, you don't need all that. It's way too much. Way too much top end. But that's the, you know, it was like when I was a kid and I built my decks. I had no concept of mana curve or, you know, what a good deck looks like, or overkill. You just don't need that many finishers. Atraxa's so good. You just need to play 4 Atraxas and then just make sure everything else gets you to Atraxa. You don't need to play a bunch of other stuff alongside Atraxa. This deck is doing a bunch of the permanent things, so having options is really nice. Like having Atraxas plus 1 or 2 other big bangers is great. But if you're just a ramp deck, you know, just ramp into the best thing, and then that usually kills them, right? Super overextending here. So if they have 5 cards. If I find the Founding to mill them for 4, I think I probably win the game. All those things you have over there, huh? I don't think I have any basics left in the deck. I have 1 forest, apparently. Let's get the last forest out of our deck, because I want to find that Founding. Okay, we've got a Founding, a Fallaji Archaeologist, and a bunch of other stuff. The Fallaji finds us the Founding, actually, which is crazy, but minus 22, minus 22, leaving up my plains, as is tradition. Does that resolve? Leaving up my plains? Perfect. See what I mean? I don't know why the auto tapper does this. It has nothing to do with Painlands or whatever. It just leaves up the basic plains, and there's no rhyme or reason as to why. It makes no sense. I think my opponent's just praying that I scoop or something. I don't know what their plan is here. Uh-huh. Make a Murex token. Uh-huh. Okay, so they're drawing down to 4 here, which means now officially Founding of the Third Path is lethal. Unless they, again, can put graveyard cards from their graveyard into their deck or something. I don't know what else they could possibly have. Sure. Yeah. Go nuts. Sure. Sure. Cityscape doesn't even trigger when it ETBs, so it's a non-bow with all this shit, and with Doppelgang, and with, you know, like, you just don't play this card. Why are you playing this card? Because I lost to Forge once. I need a way to blow up non-creature permanents. That's what the reasoning is, right? That's you would play something like this to blow up a thing that other stuff can't kill. Your Virtue, your removal can't kill or something. Even though there's a million better options that are like 2 mana. But, like, Get Losts and, you know. Okay. Keep going. I think that I'm gonna just Bitter Triumph. Actually, I don't care, though, do I? Yeah. I think I'm gonna take this. Deal. And I'm gonna kill this little dork. They have 2 Murex as well. 2 is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they can make 1 more dude here. I think I am gonna do this. The thing is, I want to play Portal and eat the 3 big guys. Now they can make another Murex token and sack that instead, so they can keep 1 of these guys around. That's not it. Damn. This leaves me with 2 mana. Okay. Let's see if they Murex first. Sure. Man, I just needed to find Founding there, and I did not find Founding. It's brutal. But I think this is still good here. Yeah. Oh, this guy targeted. Yeah, right. Okay, that's fine still, I think. Let's pass. I can kill the 8/8, take 7 here, and then hope to find the Founding. I mean, I have 6 cards. 1 of them is Founding, and 1 of them is Fallaji Archaeologist. If I hit either of those, I win the game, because Fallaji milling the next 3 will almost certainly hit the Founding, right? Right? Let's see. I'm also bringing something back with Portal if I survive this turn. Atraxa doesn't do anything. We know all the cards in their deck. Those guys don't matter. I kill the cityscape here with Bitter Triumph, and then I survive. Dear God. What a game. Sorry, I'll catch up with you guys in a second. Living End, yeah. Looks like a kitchen table, yeah. We can Terror Tide. Yep. Kibble raging at the auto tap. Yeah, it's very frustrating, Jub. I mean, and these are like we all play this game a ton. I play the more you engage with the client, like as a content creator, the more you engage with the client, the more you rely on the auto tapper to streamline your you're spending so many hours on this client that you can't you have to rely on that thing, you know? You can't just manually tap constantly, that's insane, right? So it's just unfortunate that it's so badly programmed. I guess I'm gonna bring back Atraxa so that I can just find this stupid founding, right? And then they lose. That works. Oh, and there's a reef. That would have been good earlier, too. One hit off the reef would have ended the game as well. But Chapter 2, Amelia. Nice try, though. Lots of big dorks. What a game. Holy shit. I can't believe we won this game. That was wild. All right. Go nuts. They're gonna put all these things on the battlefield? Really? Just scoop, dude. Scoop. Is there a way I could die here? There's nothing that ETBs in does 3 damage, is there? Yeah, sure. Jeez. Okay. Thank you, tradebinder.deck. Jace is gonna be pretty good here. I mean, they're doing a reanimation thing, but we're just gonna deck them. Tidebinder is also pretty good. None of their top deck matters if they can't get to that amount of mana. The only thing they're ramping with is Invasion. They have some glimpses, and a couple of these. I think I saw 2. 4? Okay, so they're playing 4 glimpse, 4 invasion, and 4 clifftop lookout. Wow. Negate seems interesting. I do like dealing with Doppelgang is a scary card. Yeah, it's very interesting. I could do Negate here or Tidebinder. I feel like Tidebinder is really good. Frillback blowing up enchantments or exiling graveyards is probably good. They're not playing Leyline Binding. I thought they were a domain deck. They're Sultai Ramp. Sultai Ramp. I don't know. I don't think their deck is good enough for me to bring in Tranquil Frillback. They're not playing the good Leyline card, the good domain cards like Leyline, right? I could take out Archaeologists. I think Cruelty of Gix is good. Harvester sucks. I could take out Archaeologists. I think Terror Tide's still going to be good here. I don't need many. I think 2 is probably fine. I really do want to cut this. I feel like maybe I should bring in a couple negates as well. Let's try 2 negates and see what happens. I'll check out the clip after this. We're recording for YouTube, so I can't do that. Lee, how you doing? The board state, I know. Bringer of the Last Gift was played twice. Granted, the last one was the turn they died, but I can keep this, I think. We've got Founding plus Jace, Squirming. Squirming should bring back something large very, very quickly. Lumra just better ramp than everything in their deck put together. We'll see. They need 2 mana ramp into 4 mana ramp into something here. We'll see if they can do it. Ooh, Founding into Wail is awesome there on turn 2. We didn't have anything to Founding on turn 2 here. Now we do. Oh, sure. They might take Jace. They might take Squirming. They should take Founding. Nobody ever realizes how powerful the Founding is. Unless... Oh. Nope, they screwed up. Jace comes back. Jace gets Squirming back into play, dude. Oh, we would have drawn another Founding anyway, I guess, but... Let's do the thing. This is gonna mill 3. Oh, these are all really good. The land is really good here. Yeah. So we take this. This gets us up to 3 permanents, and then Founding is gonna mill 4 more permanents. I'm gonna bring back Cruelty. Cruelty gets Lumra. I might just bring back Lumra directly. We'll see. So, yeah, they're ramping to 4, and we're going to ramp to a lot. I hope. Yeah, there's a Cruelty for 5. So I put in my green source here. Let's Squirming Cruelty. Cruelty hits Lumra. Lumra ramps us. And Profit. Ooh, that's a lot of lands. That's how you ramp.
Look at me. I'm the ramp deck now, you understand?
Yeah, that's how you ramp. That's how you do it. Turn 3, go up to 10 mana? 8 mana here? 8 mana, going up to 9 on turn 4. I'm gonna Squirming again next turn. It's not gonna be pretty. Unless you have a very good 5-drop here, I'm going to probably Cruelty look at their hand, right? I could just Jace here, but I want to get Cruelty back into play and take whatever good thing they're trying to ramp into here. Yeah. Yeah. Hope you got some good ones. Ooh, they sided in Negate. I'm gonna Cruelty take their big dork here. I kind of want to take... Actually, maybe I should just leave up Tidebinder, to be honest. Let's see what they take here. They can't negate a Tidebinder. Lumra's just large. Gonna start slapping. They take Negate and Bringer of the Last Gift. Okie dokie. Yeah, I'd probably still Squirming here. I could just bring back Jace, deck them. Just start decking them with Jace. Oh, it's X is 3? Oh, I can only bring back this. Oh, right. Never mind. Lumra. Right. Okay, we don't Squirm. Big Sag. Pump. Yep. Let's Founding. And let's go right to Mill. What do we have in the yard? Terratide. Yeah, let's mill ourselves. And pass. We've got Tidebinder for their ramp or whatever they have here. And then Lumra keeps punching them in the face. Let's see. Oh, I didn't know that job. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, they tried to strip Jace, but it was in my hand. Bring back Endurance. No. Get Elementals out of my format. What? Oh, they're gonna try and take my Jace here, probably? Yeah, okay. Not much I can do about that. I don't know, maybe... They take Lumra! Wow. What? They take Lumra? Really? I guess they would take Squirming, right? But they can't? Huh. Yeah. Wow. Crazy. I'm gonna Wail here. Yeah. I can't do all 3 modes. There was no way to instant speed put something in my yard there. Now it's going up to full power, but Jace's pretty good here. I will take one of him. So what do I do with Jace? I could obviously just turbo mill them, but I think I'm just going to draw some cards here. We've got 13 in our yard. Yeah, let's keep milling ourselves. There's a Squirming baby. Ooh, and there's a Founding. I'm going to leave up the Negate / Tidebinder here, so let's just pass. They have nothing going on over there. Squirming brings back what? Maybe another Jace, and we just go turbo deck them? It's possible. Yeah, let's see. No. They can fight over this, then they take my Founding. We get the Negate out of their hand. Jace is... That puts 1, 2... Yeah, that lets us draw 3 cards next turn with Jace. Squirming? Squirming. So I can Squirming back a Foundry. I can Squirming back a Jace. Let's see here. Wow, I can't believe I didn't dump an Atraxa yet. It's kind of insane. I don't have a white source. My white's in the yard. They took my Lumra, so I can't hardcast Atraxa anymore. I could Bitter Triumph my own Jace, put Atraxa in the yard. Yeah, that seems pretty good. They're at 42. I'm at 18. Oh, this is... Oh, oops. This is interesting. Oh, man. I don't know what to do here. This is very interesting. I want a Squirming back a Jace, right? Okay, pass. They've got this large idiot in their hand that we can just negate. Yeah. Duress and their negates don't stop this. That resolves. We bind. Not amazing. So how many Squirmings do I have in the yard here? All 4? And I only have 1 Founding left in my deck? Jesus Christ. So I milled them for 3. And then what do I do here? Slam Atraxa? I could Atraxa here, I guess. This is tough. I think I might deck them, so why don't I just bring back Jace? I don't know. I'm going to try Atraxa here, see what happens. Yeah, I'm going to attack them with the land as well. Yeah, but I want to refill first. Okay, that lets us cast whatever. Negate's going to be pretty good here, too. Sure. I don't know if I need Terror Tide. I mean, I only have 12 cards left, so... Let's just leave up negate now. So we can fire this up. Leaving up blue, black. Yeah, okay. Yeah, now they're very close to getting Jaced out. They're top deck mode as well. So they've got to get very lucky off the top. That's not it. They've got a Mirex. Okay, so I milled them for 6, and then another 15 is 21. Put them to 10 cards in deck. Yeah, I'm gonna finish him here. Okay. Still not gonna play anything here. Plus Jace one more time. Pass. I just want to make sure Jace can cross the finish line here. Yep. 11 cards in our deck. GG. Alright. The battle of the big decks. The one that puts Atraxa into play on turn 3 beats the one that puts it in on turn 5 or 6. So we end up getting them. Crazy game 1, though. I will 2-2. I will see you in the last round. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for the last round in our 5-match set. We're 2-2. Not amazing. Or in our... No, sorry. We're playing an event right now, yeah. I will try this. Alright. Could get the bets up for this game. Will we win this match? Get your bets in. I bet yes. Alright, having the basic planes in my opener, not great, not amazing, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay. Yes, red decks. Deal. Could leave up the Bitter Triumph for that guy, but let's start the mill going here. Okay, 3 permanents. I do need a green land, and I just milled 2 of them, so that's kind of annoying, but can Bitter Triumph away this Atraxa? That's 4 permanents. I'm getting very close to, like, 1 mill away from just reanimating Atraxa here. I don't think we can do it on turn 3, but turn 4, turn 5 is looking very likely here. Oof, get blocked. Use your monstrous rage or whatever. Deal. Bane Splitter. Sure. Not exactly what I wanted to draw there. Let's just do another one of these. Okay, well, that's Atraxa as soon as I find a green source here. Dumping a portal gets me to 8. I might even be able to portal. Patchwork Banner? What? Is this this is not a standard playable card. What? What are people doing? Don't put a 3-mana artifact in your aggro deck. What are you doing? I'm just gonna take it. It doesn't attack me. It doesn't do any damage. This guy doesn't even have trample. What are you doing? That guy's gonna do a lot of damage to me, but oh, Founding, you beautiful bastard. It's gonna pay with white. Holy crap, can't believe it. Let's discard a card. Probably Portal. Maybe it's Atraxa, just gaining the life is probably better here, right? I do want to play Portal, but yeah, let's just do Atraxa first. I take 8. You have 2 cards left, so that was 8 damage for like 4 cards worth of spells here. I don't know if that's a good rate. 1, 2, 3, 4, or I guess I took 9. Okay, can I draw a Squirming Emergence one time? Or a green source, I mean, one time. Crazy that I can't play my... I can't cast my Squirming Emergence. I haven't found a green land. This Plains is mocking me right now. Jite! Too many things that don't attack on your side of the battlefield. Too many cards that don't attack. Oof. Oof. That's not how you... No? Unfortunate. Well... That's annoying. Can't believe I haven't found a green source. Like I said, sometimes the deck, you lose to yourself, it's pretty unlucky. We've got a lot of green sources here. What's going on? $14, $17, $20. We're like 25% to draw a green source here. Come on. Is my opponent gonna luck sack out of this? You gotta be kidding me. As soon as we play one of these cards, it's over. The game's just over. Come on. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me here. Super unlucky, but that's how it goes. Any Wail? Wail would have found me a land too, but I didn't find any Wails. Damn. Just randomly milled a bunch of green lands, didn't draw a green land, and I get colors screwed out of the game, I guess. Man, that's so goddamn annoying. Oh well. I'm not gonna read that card. I think it can kill us here. I'll get a drink. I'll be right back. Did I survive? I drew a Picklock Prankster. Amazing. Amazing. Surge of Protection. Yeesh. Yeah, it depends on the deck. Most decks don't want a card like that, but I guess I could see it in a really low to the ground aggro deck out of the sideboard, maybe? Yeah. That's unlucky. I feel like game 1's 95%. Like, again, like any forest and we just win the game. Like, they couldn't have beaten Atraxa on the battlefield on turn 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or any of the turns this game that I could have played it, but no green. Can you kill me? Does Lost GT do it? Surely that card has a lot of words, right? There you go. Alright, we'll go to game 2 and hope we get a little less unlucky here. Great. Their deck looks real bad. They've got a bunch of non-creature permanents that don't do anything after the creatures die. That's not where you want to be, I think, with an aggro deck. They do play white mana. I don't know. There's an argument for this, but I think I'm going to leave that in the board. Jace comes out. Cruelty comes out. And I was taking out like one with the Multiverse, I think. Could bring in Tidebinder as well. No, I think just spot removal ruins them. And Terratide. Terratide minusing means even when that mouse dies, it doesn't do any damage. I think we'll be fine here. But Surge of Protection's an interesting one. It's definitely a very narrow sideboard card. Like, to even include something like that in your sideboard, you're basically saying, I'm expecting to play against a lot of black and red decks. Like, if that's the case, then sure, I could see it. But, like, against a lot of decks, it's not going to do anything, right? So, I don't know, in those matchups where you bring it in, like, for Atraxa, really? Is that... I don't know if that's what you want to be doing. I think it's more for, like, red sweepers or... What is it? I can't remember. Does it give you pro-red or pro-black? Surge? I can't even remember what that card does. Surge of... Oh, my Surge... I'm thinking of a different card. Surge of Protection? I'm thinking of Surge of Salvation. Is that what it's called? Surge of Salvation, right? Oops. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Prevent all damage. Yeah, like stopping Brotherhood's End, stopping that kind of stuff. That's why it's not seeing any play right now in most sideboards. But... I guess, yeah, stop Atraxa from gaining life. That seems like such a narrow situation, though. I don't know. One land. I don't know. Can I keep this? I don't think I can. So let's try again. This is good. I think I'm going to put Forest on the bottom. And we're going to make sure we have double black here, I think, right? On turn 1? Yeah, let's get another black here. We need double black for our sweepers. So even though I could get, you know, another green, another blue. The green, we only need double green for one card, Lumra, which also comes in off Squirming Emergence. You only need one green mana. You never need double green. And blue, sometimes you do want to cast 2 blue spells, but not very often. This guy only pumps till the end of the turn, so I don't have to Harvester this now. It's not going to grow just yet. Ooh, 4 permanents in the yard. I like to see that. Okay, now we're set up very nicely for a quick squirming here. Just need to find either a squirming or a couple more things to mill. If I draw any big things, I can just pitch them. Yes, double strike. Look at you go. Yeah, I do think I block here. I could take 4. 4 is a little bit too much, I think. Oh, mama. That is a good one. Let me think how to do this. It's Founding into Bitter Triumph, discard Swamp? Am I really going to discard Swamp here? I think I am. Again, as soon as you get to 3 mana, you can actually just actively discard lands because, I mean, I could pay 3 life. Should I pay 3 life here? It's... And then I can Harvester still? I think I'm going to pay 3 life. I don't know. That might be crazy here. I don't want to discard this yet. I could discard this land, but I actually could get to the point where I hardcast Harvester if I get unlucky here. That said, Harvester's not even... Yeah, I'm not killing this idiot now, right? Okay. Mill 4. Okay, so we've got action to bring back. Now I get to go Fairy, get a Squirming Emergence? No. Into Fairy. Did I not mill a single Squirming Emergence? Jesus Christ. Okay, keeping the land also lets us flashback Terror Tide, which is nice now, so I'm going to be doing that for sure. My opponent might miss that if they don't look in my graveyard and realize Founding can flashback any spell. Not bad. This equipment gives +1, Vigilance, Trample, Haste, okay? Pump the team. No problemo. Throw the Prankster under the bus. Guess I should have blocked the other guy, maybe? What does it do when it Valiance? No, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, maybe I should have blocked the other guy just in case they had another combat trick. Oh, there's a squirming. So I could sweep here, but I think I should just squirming back a portal now, right? That's better. So I guess I'll ditch this. I have to pick something to exile. That I don't have any choice. That's the one downside of squirming, really. Or, sorry, of founding. Is you don't have much choice. You have to exile a spell. So pick the spell. If you're not going to cast it, pick the spell that you know you're not going to be... you're not going to be wanting later to cast. You know, like Terror Tide is probably better to leave in my graveyard so that I can slam it later, right? Anyway, Portal's going to bring back some stuff here. I could just upkeep discard Harvester of Misery with the trigger on the stack here. They all get double strike, but that doesn't matter. So what do I do here? Yeah, it's just going to be Harvester and just wipe their team, right? Okay, so let's go. Oh, it didn't let me stop. So I have full control on, but it went right to the trigger. I wanted to respond to my own trigger and discard Harvester of Misery, and it just didn't let me. That's really fucking annoying here. God, that's so fucking annoying. I had full control held down there. I even have a stop on my upkeep, but it just went right to the trigger. I can respond to my own trigger, right? When do I have to respond to my own upkeep trigger to get full control? As soon as I go to my turn, it immediately does the trigger. There's no spot where I can hit full control on my turn, right? Do I have to just keep full control through the end of my opponent's end step, I suppose? Fucking obnoxious, man. Okay, sure. Spells? Okay, thank God. I can hardcast this at least. Go. Yeah, how do I guess I have to have full control on my opponent's turn, pass the turn with full control on, and then I'll be able to respond to my own trigger, right? Oh, to even put it on the stack, I need to target something. So there's no chance to untap and discard Harvester and have it get reanimated at all, then? That's an interesting one. I guess in real life, I bet you people have done stuff like that, and people don't catch it. But technically, are you not allowed to do that in a real game of Magic? Like, before the portal triggers. But no, as soon as you go to upkeep, portal triggers. It's just like going to draw step. The first thing on draw step is draw a card. You know, like there's no untap step anymore. That's what makes it weird. There's no step before upkeep that you could do that. But back in the day there was, right? So, hey Basicer, what's up? Cheeky House Mouse is a 3/2 trample. And that's it. Block. If they kill Harvester, I'm just going to bring it back with Portal. Like, Portal means I would... Oh my god. All I had to do was double block, chat. All I had to do was double block. And I didn't. So, I deserve to lose this game now. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. I forget the goofy shit they could play in Standard, but that's one of them. Well, I just get Portal back, I guess, right? Never punished, but... Should I just go straight to this? Or should I mill 4 first? I could die, right? They have Lupin Flower Village. They don't have the red haste line. This gives haste. This thing gives haste. And this pumps. Portal doesn't kill anything right now, though, to be honest. I mean, could bring back another Harvester again for no value? I'm gonna mill 4 here. I don't know, is that crazy? Maybe I should just get back Portal right now. Jesus Christ, 4 spells. 2 Squirmings on the top. No attacks. I was hoping for an Atraxa there and just bring that back, that's better. But I guess I'll bring back Portal now if I can. They have 1 card left. It's a good one. These equipment don't stack because they're legendary, so they'll eat 1. They give her haste. They make my guy not block. I take damage. This is wild. Yeah, I did not draw. I didn't see a single Atraxa here, so. Yep. Oh, they're letting me block? Deal. Why wouldn't they use the token there? Weird. So what do I do here? I guess it's just Portal, right? Ugh. And I drew a Fabled Passage. Wow, all I had to do was double block. I'm an idiot. I forget these goofy combat tricks. Like, this randomly sees play in people's decks sometimes. It's not a very common combat trick, but every once in a while I see some rogue deck playing it. My opponent's playing a rogue deck, so I should have maybe been more careful. Let me get another blue source here, actually. Let's see if we can draw some action. I mean, now I'm bringing back Harvester, probably, and then I'll start bringing back their stuff, I guess. I've got an Archaeologist in the yard still. Jesus Christ. Okay, they're digging. Ooh, that's pretty lucky. Nice, hitting one of those. Can I find an Atraxa? Actually, I need to mill an Atraxa here. I think I'm dead. Insane. I needed to find an Atraxa. Put an Atraxa in the yard already. Just didn't have one in the top half of my deck. It's what I was talking about before this round, actually, saying sometimes you don't draw, you know, one of your 4-ofs in the top 4, or in the top 30. I drew all the Squirming Emergences this game, but no Atraxas. I didn't see a single card in their deck that can actually kill an Atraxa. White-red just, unless they're playing Get Lost or something, it doesn't matter, right? But sure. And they randomly have this. Go for it. Max damage. I don't think it matters now. Yeah, I was already dead when I didn't hit an Atraxa off that second founding that I played there. The last founding that I played. When I milled 4 and it was like 3 Squirming Emergence at a Bitter Triumph, I was dead. So, that is unfortunate. I guess I have to go Archaeologist and try and find a Terror Tide. I think that's my only out here. Nope. I'm dead. Crazy, man. Well, if I mill and I hit a Squirming and an Atraxa, then maybe. No, they just make Atraxa not block, right? Oh, that's very interesting as well. Holy shit, that's an out? Oh my god, and there's a Terror Tide off the top. So I can Wail my own Archaeologist back. They don't have any cards to discard, but I can dig 3, and then I can Terror Tide? I think that's the play here. That's a good hit. Wait. I can bounce one of their stupid equipment. That's probably better. This piece of shit gives haste, right? That's what I should do. I don't care about my other thing here, right? I'm gonna bounce that equipment that gives haste. How do I, that one. Let's not let the auto tapper F us in the A here. Wow, hit the Terror Tide. Yeah, post sideboard I have 3 copies. This is a Wail, so these are gonna go to the yard. I think I'm just gonna take Bitter Triumph here. Mill 2 Atraxas. And shrink yo ass. I take 0. Nice. Nice. What? Discard? Oh no, discard doesn't matter. It's a token. Yeah. That was huge. No damage from the death trigger. Go. They have no way of giving haste now, so I'm a little bit more safe. Yeah, all I need is for them to draw a couple of pump spells, and they lose here. As soon as I get one swing with this. Lost GT can make it not block, so I need to actually swing with it, but hopefully we get to put another threat into play. I am going to draw a lot of cards. Yeah, like Lumra, for example. Let's take that. That Wail is just such a good flexible card that, yeah, it ends up being amazing there. I could also leave up the Bitter Triumph. Yeah, maybe I don't tap out for Lumra here. I think I'm just going to Wail again. Make them discard a card this time. I don't need that. We're at 14 in library. So let's go Founding. Should I tap black here? I think I'm going to tap green, blue. And then Wail. I want to reset that Jite so that it can't make Atraxa not block. That's one of its abilities, right? If they do draw a Haster and equip it with that, I could die to that, right? So let's do this. Close game. God damn. I thought I was dead. I legit thought I was dead. Let's bounce that. You discard a card now. Okay. I don't know what they drew last turn, but maybe they discard that instead. They do. I'll still take Harvester, even though it's probably better off in the yard. I think Atraxa connects and we win here. So let's pass. Now we've got a couple of removal spells up. I can even shrink one of the dudes that dies and shoots me, which is nice. Okay. Game 3, let's go. This is over. Yep. They know as soon as Atraxa connects, it's over. It just took me way too long to find Atraxa. I was down to like 18 cards, 20 cards in my deck when I finally hit one. That is not great, but not likely. I mean, a 4 of, you're playing 4 because you want one in your opening hand a lot of times. That's why you play 4 ofs in any deck, right? But let's see if we can go a little faster there. Like, just turn 3. Can I just have a turn 3 Atraxa, please, one time? God, these games, it makes it look like it's a close match against aggro. It's only close because I totally fizzled. Like, for a long time, I fizzled, like, most of that game. I'm gonna keep this. This is a top... Oh, okay, I was just gonna say. What do I go with here? I think I am still gonna fetch black and just have Malicious Eclipse here. I do want to get blue with this other Fabled Passage, but let's get double black going first. It's so important against the aggro decks to just have double black in play. Malicious, obviously, and Terror Tide, right? See what they do. I am going to leave a Bitter on too. Yes, I assumed you would name Mouse there. Deal. That's a mediocre start from them, which I like. Sure. Now, do I pop it right now or do I wait? I think I'm going to wait. I've got auto pass on to try and trick them, but I've got to turn that auto pass off at some point. Ooh, that's nasty. So who do I kill here? I mean, I think it's Mabel, right? It's got to be Mabel here. So discarding Atraxa. On our way to a quick Atraxa here. Yeah, that equipment can't be equipped, so they get double strike. I take 2. Not a big deal. And I'd probably just Malicious Eclipse this away, right? That's interesting as well. I can't play it this turn. Yeah. Let's pass. I'll go Fabled Passage, blue, Archaeologist. Maybe he finds a 2-mana spell. Like, if Archaeologist finds a, Bitter Triumph or something, that would be bananas. And then I get to discard Atraxa, untap, and just reanimate Atraxa at that point. Archaeologist is nice as a roadblock, too, because I know, of course, they can pump their guys and go right over top of him, but that's good. He goes to the graveyard and is another permanent that lets us accelerate the Squirming. Wow, if this is the best they can do, I feel pretty good. Yep, they don't have any creatures. They just must have a bunch of pump spells in their hand and no good things to do. You love to see it. Okay. So let's get blue here. We've got Archaeologist up to stop Bivouac now. And let's see if we can find a Bitter Triumph or something. Founding's pretty good. Okay, I will take a Founding. Okay, Squirming on 5. I'm getting very close to Atraxa. In fact, man, if I draw an untapped land, I can go Founding Chapter 2 mill, and then that should give us enough to Squirming back either a Portal or an Atraxa. That's a Hardfire hero. That's pretty good, yeah. Giving it haste, I presume. I'm going to throw this Archaeologist under the bus as quick as possible. Yeah. Pump it up. Get some damage in, maybe? Who knows? Deal. Okay, they do 1. I get another permanent in the yard. So Squirming's on 6 here. Untapped land for 1 time? No. Oh, Bitter Triumph does it, though, doesn't it? Oh, I'm still... Yeah, I can't. So I can go Founding into Bitter Triumph here. But yeah, if this land was untapped, I could Squirming back Atraxa right now. God, that's so close. Squirming 6. Yeah, I'm so close. Okay, well, it's going to be a turn 5 Atraxa. I think that's still good. And we just Bitter Triumph this now. Discard a card. I'm going to take 3 damage. But hopefully they can't kill me from 11 damage here. And then I get to slam Atraxa, and Atraxa does the thing. And then we Squirming again the turn after and play Portal. If I mill 4 cards and they play more than 1 creature here, I might just Squirming back the Portal, but... Ah. Okay, take 4 here, I guess. Interesting. They might pump this, too. Atraxa should find me a Bitter Triumph here, right? And if it does... 2 Squirmings in the yard, jeez. So let's get back Atraxa, leaving up blue. Blue-black. There's a Bitter Triumph. I think I can just take a fairy here. Untapped land and a Wail. Okay. So I've got my 2 mana up here. I don't need to play an untapped land. Let's pass. With Bitter Triumph up, this is pretty hard for us to lose. They could have some tricky stuff here. They could have a Threaten or something. That would be insane. I would have to kill my own guy here. Otherwise, we're going to Squirming next turn, get back a Portal, wipe whatever they play. It has to be like the creature land that crosses the finish line for them here or something. And with Bitter Triumph, it's going to be almost impossible to protect it. They just have to invest so many resources into activating it. Like it's 4 of their 6 mana to attack with that thing. Yeah, they just can't do it. And they know I have Triumph, so... Yeah, GT no good. I could end step Fairy here. I probably should. Let's just do it. I have 34 cards still. Yes, we're doing it. Yeah, discard Atraxa, yep. That's what's so beautiful about Bitter Triumph. Like, this is a downside, but in our deck, you never pay the life against aggro. You just have all these... You want to discard things, so it just becomes a Doomblade that hits Planeswalkers is nuts. Alright, let's Squirm. I guess I'll bring back Portal here. See if I can hit with Atraxa. Could play another Atraxa, of course, but that's silly. I could also just bring back another Founding. Copy Wail out of my hand. That's interesting too. Portal's pretty tough to beat, though. I think Portal's probably the one to get back here. Yeah, where the ETB's not doing anything, but instant speed Threaten. They take my Atraxa. That would be crazy. And then I sack my own Atraxa to my own Portal trigger. No. There's no instant speed Threaten in the format, if I recall. Okay, let's see if they can interfere with Atraxa here. Can you stop Atraxa from laying hands on you? 4 hands. All the hands are being laid. What is going on right now? I think they're just looking at the top cards because they know they're dead, right? That's an interesting one. Damage? Bang. I'm gonna Wail on you now. Yeah, that artifact being a token is nice. They just straight up have to discard here. And we still get to leave a Bitter Triumph pass. Now I'm going to start bringing stuff back every turn with Portal. I'll take a Founding. Mill 2 lands. Yeah, once this deck starts humming and you're milling and you're like selecting the... Like, you're always just digging 4 deep, finding the best thing, digging 10 deep. It's crazy. Snowballs so quickly. Yep. They're going to go for that equip. I'm going to pop it in its eye. Okay. And that should do it. Nice. Yeah, Heartfire's a good one. Heartfire is one of their better cards, but the -/ is just too much. Anyway, we go 3 and 2. Nope. We go 3 and 2 in that set. Sag, but we'll try the next time, and I will see you there. Thank you for watching. Peace.